Right, so welcome back to episode number 3 of Teaching the Wolfpack. Last episode we got into a bit of depth of the coaching team, the recruitment team and the medical team. So the backroom staff and all. If you haven't watched that video, I'd recommend it. The link to the playlist is down in the description. But today we're going to have a little bit of a look of the story of Wolfsburg and where we are with them at the moment. And then we'll follow up with some more instructional videos on all sorts. We've got lots of time to get through that. But at the moment, we've completed our pre-season. We've brought a new transfer in. We've also completed in our first competitive match in the Pokal. We did quite well. So there's only one thing to do. Let's jump straight into it and let's find out how we got on. So you may look at this and go, actually, dude, hang on a minute, 1 second, lad. You ain't done that well. There's a lot of reds there. We played a lot of youngsters. The joys of Germany is there's some really good talent in Germany, and they decided to play, basically work out in the first 3 games of who was my best 11, and I feel that we did that against some relatively poor sides. We created a cup, Justice for Thomas, if you know, you know, savage. We started playing youngsters after that. Yes, we played Fulham with a full strength team and we lost. Yes, we played to Barcelona with a full strength team and we lost. But we've done this for purely financial benefits. We had a kind of an A team and a B team. We had played them on alternating days. So the fixtures do rack up with them. They are a massive help if you are a smaller club or if you need help financially. These little cups that you can do are tremendous, and we will go into depth with them sometime during the save, probably at the start of next pre-season. As you can see, we had 3 back-to-back losses. Just literally trying to work out who in our youngsters is worth coming up, worth being brought up into our remit of the first team. A good win against Napoli. Then we went and played Udinese and Besiktas, and we did well. And then we played the Pokal game against Karlsruhe. They're in the Bundesliga too. But we dominated them, absolutely dominated them. I'm happy. I've learnt my squad. I know where I want to play, how I want to play. Again, we're going to go into depth of tactics and training and mentoring all as we go through the line. I haven't set up my training yet. Normally I would have set this up, but we're maybe kind of, that's going to be a latter part of the week. We'll bring an episode on training. But we have brought a signing in, and actually quite a good little signing. I wanted a striker, I wanted a young striker. We had some older players up top. We had some good strikers, but I wanted somebody that could grow into that role. So let me introduce you to our new signing. All the way from River Plate, Bora. Rafael Santos Bora. We brought in from River Plate for about 4 million quid. And on paper, looks like a great signing. He's done well since we brought him in, and I'm quite happy with him, to be honest. He's only played, I think he's only played 1 game, but he's got himself in and around where I need him to be. So we're going to slowly ease him in as we go, and just, he'll be a bit part player. 23 years of age, from Colombia. I think he's got a promising future. He's a pressing forward as well, and I like pressing forward. So let's jump into today's game against Koln. Playing a 4-2-4, which is what we are currently playing over at Palermo. If you'd like to get involved in my Palermo save, we're just entering season 9, and we've just started our first ever European tour. So go over it. The link is down in the description for the Twitch. We are live every single night, apart from Thursdays at 9 PM. I was actually a little bit surprised about this squad. I'm actually impressed with the quality that we have, and I'm happy with the quality that we have, which is why we've only done 1 signing. However, the league themselves aren't overly impressed with our team. They're going to predict that we're going to finish 9th, and I think we'll finish higher than that. I think we'll beat Hoffenheim, we'll beat Frankfurt, we'll beat Leipzig, we'll beat Mönchengladbach. I think top 4 is going to be a push, but I think we'll be the best of the rest. Shout out to Seb at Football Manager, who's tweeted me a picture of him doing so well at Wolfsburg and telling me, it's your turn, man, your turn. So yeah, fingers crossed we can do well. But he's done very well. I'm just putting that out there on the table now. You know, he's done it in his own home. We're doing this as meant to be a let's play, an instructional kind of series. So that's kind of my get out clause. Let's see what we do, Seb. So as I show you Rafael, my scouts think he's the best player we've got, the best striker we've got. So we're going to try and start him and Weghurst first up top. Little and large, but I think they could make a good partnership, and I'm excited to see what happens. If you score goals, you win. Let's just put it that way. Well, not all the time. Most of the time. Some of the time. Kind of. Demand more. Rule 101 from me. Demand fucking more all the fucking time. As Cologne are breaking early, we've had a lot more of the ball by the looks of it in the early 9 minutes of play. But fingers crossed, we can get into a good position early, and it's gone over. When you're a mid-table side, I always like to think that, you know, win your home games, draw your away games. That's kind of what we're going to go for this year. Obviously, it's going to be some very tough games this year. You've got Bayern Munich, you've got Borussia Dortmund. Teams like that, they're not going to be the easiest to defeat. But we're going to try our utmost. It's a great save there. Maximilian Arnold, he's hit the post. I like that guy. I like that guy a lot. I think Maximilimus is a great name. I want to call my next baby Maximilimus. I'm not having one. I mean, it looks like it, but I'm not. Trust me. Nice to see we're piling a little bit of pressure on. Unfortunately, just before halftime, as Cologne very strangely pushed that out. I never sit comfortably at the start of a save. Like at the start of the save, we're still learning this. We're still learning the players. Like I said, where we do our Palermo save, we're quite low down in the leagues at this stage. You know, we're 4 or 5 divisions below this. So these players are kind of, no, they're not new to me, but this year they're new to me. As Joshua gets the goal, 1-0 up. I'll just stop what I'm saying. I knew exactly what he was going to do at the back post there. So we're happy with the performance. We're going to say, like, happy, carry on. We're doing all right. We can't complain too much. So that is all the transfer business that we're going to do. We didn't have a huge budget. But what we will be doing is we're going to be showing you how I want to track down who we want to bring in the summer next year or even in the winter. So that's going to be an episode of where we do a bit of player tracking and how we can persuade players to maybe join us and even maybe join us on a lower fee as Maximilian Arnold gets a goal. It's 2-0. It's a very strong performance. It's good to see we're taking chances. It's a good strike from Arnold there. I believe Arnold on the edge of the box may score a few this year. Out of reach now. A goal either side of half-time is a lovely thing to see. Patient build-up play. And we lose out. Maybe a little bit too patient. And Mark Ers just scored. Now it's tension building. This is what you wanted to see. This is the content you subscribed for. You don't want to see me go out here and beat him 5-0, do you? Right, we're going to demand a bit more. We can't demand more. We've already done it recently. It's a good tackle, but Bora picks it up. Nice football. Good composure. Wow! He's tall. He's 6'6". I think he's got 15 heading. I probably would have expected to kind of challenge a keeper there. Not just lie on the plate for him. I swear Elvis used to be an ex-Wolfsburg player. He did. Look, my knowledge is getting better. He's actually on loan from us. Madness that he can play against us. Demand a bit more as you go into the open at the end 7 minutes. And it looks like it's going to close out with quite a boring end to the game. But I'll take it. A 2-1 win against Cologne. A tough fixture. I feel that we could have fell into a trap there. I think Cologne are going to finish high up this year. You heard it here. Clip that. And we'll see that at the end of the season. Right, guys, that is the end of the video today. Thank you very much for watching. We are trying to make this more surrounded a narrative of the save, the Let's Play version, but we're also going to break out at points and kind of dive headfirst into some really meaty subjects that we want to get involved with. I think this week we're going to drop some training. Training's going to do a bit more. I'm doing a little bit more research on the training, and I feel like more confident about delivering that to you. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. We're going to have a check-in with you just before the Europa League, and we can work out who we've got in our group and whether we're going to get out of that group. For now, guys, if you'd like to follow me, all my links are down in the description. If you liked the video today, hit that like button. If you really liked it, be a hero and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.